Yeah, I can picture it.
Someone's David.
Yeah.
I can't remember who it is.
Well, that's the sort of thing that if it was on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, I'd be like, fuck, I know that, but I don't know it.
It's also the same thing as on this pod. I know that, but I can't think of it now.
Yeah, on the pod, though, it don't matter so much. There's no money at stake.
Good point. Although, thanks for the donation last week,
haven't
Rowan.
said that. And Laurie.
And
Because
Laurie.
Laurie and Rowan both donated to Lorcan's takeaway meal.
And we got the dregs.
We got the dregs, but the dregs are actually more than what Lorcan's meal
Decent.
was. So.
Congratulations on your graduation, Lorcan. We profited off that nicely.
Yeah, and we've earned it more than you.
Yeah.
For
what have you done for anyone?
Yeah, we're old and we need food and water.
Brenton goes, what's wrong with you? It looks like you've aged 10 years overnight, which was quite accurate. Then they had to do squats.
I thought this was good though, because Danny would be more fresh for the comp later. The others would be tired from carrying the real spuds.
Yeah.
And Danny would,
Danny
would be fresh, right?
Yeah, just like that last competition where he had an advantage, where he didn't beat Ari.
Oh, God, yeah.
I've written Jess's diary room impression. I think she did an impression of Danny. She goes, he speaks a very good game when it comes to strength, but I'm still yet to see it.
Oh, well, you won't be seeing it because you'll be leaving.
Danny goes, I'm not a trained actor that you'd think I am. I should be on Home and Away. Shut up.
You know we are not.
Brenton was feeling unstable. What's that?
Oh, he was making pumpkin bread as a strategy. Oh.
Your food is on the move,
it
says. Christina... There's a Christina segment. Yeah, he was making the pumpkin bread.
Yeah, because Mary's getting pissy because he was basically ingratiating himself with the housemates.
No, Mary doesn't want him in the kitchen. That's her domain, she says. Ari, do you remember what Ari said? He came up to take the bread, which were clearly like... What did he make?
Pumpkin bread.
Yeah, and they were in the form of... You have many individual... like round pieces of bread are called rolls, and Ari came up and went, "Can I take a whole loaf?"
Right.
Do they call a roll a loaf in Australia, or is that just Ari being weird?
That's confusing. That's like Northerners calling it. What do they call it? A barn.
What? A house?
A roll. They call. They call a roll a barn. Like a VAR.
Do they?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
So I heard it say.
It's like they call your dinner your tea. It's like, no, my tea's
your dinner
in a cup.
is your tea is no. I have tea.
Tea time.
Yeah. What are you having for tea? Yeah, we're from the
Dinner,
same area. We should have. I say dinner or tea. It's interchangeable, like sofa or couch.
Just dinner for me.
How do you say month? Because me and Jack were discussing this. If you had the same affliction I do.
No, I don't. Month.
Oh, why do I have that then? Because we're from quite near each other.
She went to Munford and Sons.
Bunters and Sons.
No, you've got a little. You do your.
I've got my
you do your ots with your.
Yeah. You don't really have that, do you?
Let's go outside.
Don't.
In the moonshine.
I know you
want to. You can't say yeah. We've mentioned George Michael eventually,
That's
don't
so
we?
funny because me and Jack were talking about absolutely flawless.
Absolutely flawless.
That's my stupid song ever. Absolutely flawless. We were cracking up. That was actually on my birthday. We were cracking up about that. And I said, me and Gaz were talking about that on the podcast.
I don't know why either.
Because I said, who the hell is that song by? And you were like, immediately, George Michael. Absolutely flawless. My stupid song ever. It's because it was some random pointless and it was George Michael's answer and I knew it. Anyway, back on track.
Yeah.
Steak and chips.
Yeah, so they went to the dining room to get their reward. The steaks were...
Actual steak. Wooden steaks. Oh, I see what you did there,
They did
Big
put
Brother.
a little bit of parsley on them, though, I noticed. A little bit of garnish.
You keep an eye on my food.
Well, I'll see if there's a notification.
Okay.
Danny's secret task... No, not sorry. Danny got, for passing his acting task, he got a real steak under the cloche in the diary room, and there were 2 setups there, and I thought he was going to get to bring someone in. He brought in Adriana.
And he went, oh, don't think it's something good now. He like,
Yeah.
like it was something bad. Was
Yeah,
it?
she opened it up thinking it was a pigeon under there.
Yeah.
There was a 1:37am alarm. Oh, they had to do the nomination challenge in the middle of the night, didn't they?
1:47, I read.
Might have been. Adriana goes, where am I? I can't even open my eyes. I need coffee first. There's something I like about Adriana. What about you?
I like the fact she's on Danny's side. Yeah. She seems a bit like, she's a bit away with the fairies, isn't she?
I feel like she's just a normal person that you don't expect to get on Big Brother, and that's why I like seeing her there.
And I do like them doing that challenge in the middle of the night. Reminds me of BB Can when they made them do that drunk veto. That was fun.
What, with the recordings?
Yeah.
Oh, I said to this person at 4:30.
No, the housemates were actually drunk when
were
they did
they?
the challenge. Yeah, like
Oh,
first thing in the
that.
morning, people were throwing up.
Oh, they gave him a party the night before. You're right.
I think it was season 2. It was when Alison with the bum veto was in there, I think.
Dan goes, I am the strong. Is that true? Is that a misquote? And everyone was laughing. I don't know what that means. Tilly feels like she's on a 6 a.m. shift at work. I wonder what she does for a job. There were 2 teams, and it was, the slip and slide.
It was a bit OTEV-ish, wasn't it?
The slip and slide is straight out of BBA, US.
Yes, it's like OTEV when you have to go up the rope and bash people out of the way. They kind of had to bash people out of the way with the tug and war thing, didn't they?
Is it that one?
It was with the ring thing. They had to get the ring and put it in the
I don't think it is that one.
It must be. Is it?
I don't think it is, because slip and slide, it was cold and they had to like get wet and slide down it is that one, you're right.
Must be.
They
What
had to
else
slide
could it
down
be?
the thing and go and grab that ring thing. Which Dan's got a technical term for it, but I can't remember what it is. Did you notice that Big Brother also said, on my go, you do this, this and this? I thought, that's shout out to Julie Chen, on my go.
God, they really are taking bits from here and everywhere.
So the winning team would all be safe.
Yeah, so they had to pick their own team. So
Jess and Danny end up on the same team. I was like, yes.
You were like, yes, you know that they can't really go after each other no matter what happens because they're on the same team.
Do you know what I realised? So, and I've heard you say this before, you're like, Big Brother is my sports. You've said that before.
Yeah, that's true. I have said that.
I've often watched people watch football and when someone scores a goal they're like, yeah. I'm like that when Danny gets saved.
Yeah.
Like last night I was like, yes, I was hitting my own leg and I thought, you're a Big Brother hooligan.
You're an oik.
Yeah.
Big Brother Hooligan. That would be a good Twitter name.
Yeah,
that would actually be a good podcast. The Big Brother Hooligan.
It's basically this podcast.
We could rebrand.
We could.
It's about time.
So they had to decide. There were 2 team captains, and was that drawn by? How did they decide the captains?
No, they picked their own teams. It was Marley and Brenton who were the team captains, and they picked their teams. And the first person Brenton picked was Jess, so he did the mind game of picking the person that Marley wanted, to try. So you couldn't nominate.
Well, fair play, Brenton.
Yeah.
And then Marley picked Tilly. And Dan was like, boss move, because Tilly is the comp beast.
Well, we thought Tilly was Dan's weapon, but as it turns out...
Dear me. Danny was left on the bench with the old bags. And I've written that it came down to, is it? Maybe not. Tilly versus Christina was one of them.
Yeah.
It's always SJ and Mary against each other.
Yeah, because they're, 2 old bags together. Marley beat Brenton. I thought this was fun to watch.
It was so tense. It was like gladiatorial games.
It was. Jess beat Charlotte. And then Ari beat Danny. I thought Ari would beat Danny because he's got long legs and Danny's a short arse.
Why did Danny take his top off? That was gross.
Oh, God knows, that awful tattoo he's got. That should have been left in the 90s where it belonged.
I was so excited. I was like, this is vengeance, because Danny needs to get revenge on Ari for beating him in the flag task. But Ari beat Danny.
It was good, though. I liked the little tugs of wars, and it was really exciting. So who won? Danny's team, right?
Oh,
is
that's
my
your food? Yeah, should we just pause this a sec?
Oh, good idea.
Yeah. Right.
Oh, God.
We're back after a lengthy break. And Lindsay's well fed and watered. God. Not thanks to anyone's donations. Well, actually, maybe it is.
Yes, it is. It's thanks to Lauren Rams. I feel sick.
So, who won that slip and slide competition? Can you tell me that?
The team.
The team won it.
A team won it.
Not the team that Danny was on, was it?
No, it was
What was it?
It was Marley, Charlotte, Ari.
Oh yeah, that's why there's no winner, because it is a team that won it.
It was a team,
and they all had to nominate, and it had to be unanimous
at 4 a.m. And it was interesting to see the dynamics when they voted, because they were like, okay, who for this person, who for that person.
Yeah, and Adriana went, I'm never going to agree to Danny.
Yeah.
And I was like, yes.
And then people were like, oh, who wants Danny out? And Charlotte sort of half put her hand down and then saw no one else was and then put it back down again. Yeah. I was like, oi.
I thought everyone wanted Danny out. I thought a lot of people said yes to Danny.
No, they were too scared to say it in front of his called. No, but Tilly said she didn't want Danny out as well.
Did she?
A couple of people put their hand up for Jess, but then they sort of went for kind of floaters in the end, didn't they?
SJ was put up. I was pissed off because Mary, want a peep out of Mary. She never speaks up for SJ, and in fact, wasn't even willing to save SJ in the recent eviction.
This was the start of the fracture of the old bags alliance.
The old bags.
And it was downhill from here,
The
to be
old
honest.
bags alliance. Well, and they're all cold. Oh, they're cold from being outside on the slip and slide.
Oh, they're behaving cold as well. And I put no one gives a fuck about Sid. It was just like, who cares if Sid goes? No one's bothered.
No thoughts either way.
Yeah. Prefer not to say. I put everyone looks like they've had enough. Noms will be revealed at first light.
Oh.
So then they announced the Noms. Goski, I've written. What the hell's that?
I'm not sure. Big Brother said you now have just over 1 hour to talk to your fellow housemate.
Scramble.
SJ went scramble and packing. Like, how am I going to do both of those things?
Do we actually know who's up? SJ?
No.
Well, it'll come to light as we carry on.
In the eviction room. SJ's obviously up. Jess would like Christina to go. But she said Brenton is more of a physical threat. Is it Brenton, Christina and SJ at this point? I think
Maybe. Oh, Brenton already gone.
No, Brenton goes this episode.
I'm confused because you just scrolled through the show and that's confused me even more now. And I was confused anyway.
Danny was starting a campaign against SJ, starting with Tilly.
Oh no.
No, like Tilly, we need to get SJ out. This is how it started.
Right.
Danny was in Tilly's ear, vote SJ.
Why did Danny want SJ out? Because he wants to keep Brenton and Christina in to fight his battles for him. Yeah.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Tilly was telling Christina that she would vote for SJ after she tells her that SJ has got 4 votes. What's going on here?
I have no idea.
Tilly was trying to convince Christina that they had the votes to get out SJ. That was what was happening. I think Tilly was doing Danny's bidding, really. She's flip-flopping all over the place. SJ going to Danny, she said, I have just one question to ask you for future reference. Are you interested in getting to the final 3 with me?
Yeah. Danny said, how can we work together? And he said he was feeling very, very torn. Yeah, he wasn't sure whether to sort of stick with Christina and Brenton or go with SJ.
Yeah, he was being conflicted in the diary room. And I said, this is the flim-flam section. In the eviction room, Sonia looks knackered.
Yeah.
But nice. In her purple dressing gown.
I put she looks more tired than normal.
I would say more tired than the housemates. Tilly was yawning in the eviction room. And Sonia asked if Danny could call a truce with Jess being on the same team. Jess said it was a relief when Danny was called to my team because he would have nominated her if it was the other way around. SJ was worried that she could be blindsided.
Marley said no one put a hand up for SJ in the nomination room. Ouch. In the diary room.
To save her from the block.
i.e. calling out Mary.
Ah.
Maybe she couldn't put a hand up because of the carpal tunnel.
Brenton said that he is seen as a physical threat and a free nomination, if you will. Brentina piano music.
Brentina?
Yeah, Brenton and Christina. The Brentina piano music is doing my head in, I've written. Christina's describing Brenton as a friend that has your back. She always calls him a friend in the eviction room. Brenton was trying to sell himself as an asset to other people's games. Sonia goes, Danny, when someone has shown loyalty to you, how important is it to show that loyalty back? Danny goes, I've known SJ for a long time.
Same amount of time as everyone else in there, apart from the people who came in late.
His dilemma is whether he builds an alliance with Brenton or shows his loyalty to the original housemates. SJ started crying.
Dan said he was trying to build his army after it has been destroyed many times. Yeah, remember old Thingy and Thingy at the start, Melissa and Nick.
And that, aren't they a distant memory?
Feels like another world.
Do you remember when we thought the show couldn't fly without Melissa
Funny, isn't it?
and Nick?
Yeah.
It's really interesting how, like, like you say, the game comes in waves. There's like chapters
Yeah.
in this Big Brother, and those early chapters now are forgotten. I can't